Imagine like being that one kid that was always off to the side, and then you're looking at everybody else, and you're wondering what makes everyone else, and then why you're off to the side. And years of having that question in your mind, and you, I don't know, just ponder and think about the thought, you kind of realize that you yourself are very off, like literally internally. Not just because you might be different in style or thought, but literally how you feel and how you're able to intake. You kind of just register that you're not on track with everyone else, like you should be.
What now, what now? 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 Gone off a pill, what now? I don't wanna feel what now? Ain't nobody real, what now? Gone off a pill, what now? I don't wanna feel what now? Ain't nobody real, what now? Feel it really never had a chance. Hear me now, I wanna see the end. Father God, I do not see your plan. What now, what now? What now, what now? What now, what now? Can't breathe, brain box in a dark place. Ain't easy, lost in this hallway. Ain't green, need out when the wall shake. Pray we don't fall when it all breaks. What if I just did it right now? Any given minute, I'm down. Sick of seeing everybody round. Sad face in the gutter, no clown. Gotta walk through the pain though. Tears in the drain, let them rain slow. Years up in chains and you ain't know. Fear of the day, make it lay low. Sweat too much, I skip the beat. Sweat pulls hard while I'm in the sheets. Hectic enough, I can't even sleep. Next to my room, hear my family weep. Times like this, it be hard to fight. Pop 3 pills, it'll be alright. High when I'm low, I can touch the sky. Not fly, but I soar, cause that's all a boy feel inside. Look around, I roll, come down. Help me, I just wanna be found. All the pain ain't worthwhile. Got a man head down, feeling like what now?
Alright, so PTSD, at least in my own words, is basically it stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. And it's basically the effects and experience that you go through after you're in a situation that's pretty traumatic in any kind of way. It could be traumatic emotionally, physically, or even like spiritually for some people. But it's something that really affects you in the long term after you go through trauma. I was a victim of attempted robbery and attempted murder and robbery. People find out that you do different things, so they just have an eye on you and kind of make you a target. Long story short, we started walking up the alley, just kind of like strutting and talking as we're going along. And I noticed that the other guys kind of like reached into their pocket for 1 second. At that point, like, dude already had the gun out and was like, run that shit, like was going to put it at my stomach. I don't really remember too much in the little 5-second brawl or battle that we had. But I remember getting them up against the wall, and then when I had enough force or enough resistance to like push myself back, I had the gun. And it was this moment that really fucked me up. Like, it was having to make the decision when you're not yourself a killer. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there who like wanted to think to themselves like, oh, it's easier to like take somebody out if I had to. Like, nah, if you yourself are not somebody who wants to bring violence on another being, when you really have to like make the conscious decision to say, I'm about to kill these 2 guys to save my own, it breaks you. That's exactly why I portrayed it how I did in the visual where I actually got shot, because I feel like they might as well have killed me that day. A big part of me died because like I can never go back to being the same like innocent mindset that I was after that shit. I don't think anybody could, for real. I deal with depression. It's literally like its own game, because like how you say it's different aspects. I feel like some days I'm playing more of a depression game where I'm fighting that, and then some days it's like literally is more separate where I can tell I'm not necessarily scared, but it's just me battling my anxiety. Like, it's hard for me to literally make every move because I'm just tense, or I'm looking over the shoulder because I'm worried about every move that I make and what it's going to cause in the next 2 seconds, if that 2 seconds even comes. It's like literally a thought that's just always stuck there, you know what I'm saying? But as far as how I deal with everything, definitely music, family. It's kind of one of those things you notice after a long time. Like with me, I noticed it after a while of just noticing it wasn't right. Like imagine like being that one kid that was always off to the side, and then you're looking at everybody else and you're wondering what makes everyone else, and then why you're off to the side. And years of having that question in your mind, and you, I don't know, just ponder and think about the thought, you kind of realize that you yourself are very off, like literally internally. Not just because you might be different in style or thought, but literally how you feel and how you're able to intake. You kind of just register that you're not on track with everyone else, like you should be. As far as the anger goes, it's different things. It's definitely the confusion, learning what exactly is wrong with you when you realize that you are off track, because you start to feel like you're isolated. You start to feel like you're not like everybody else. So my sister actually is diagnosed with clinical depression as well. And then my mom deals with multiple, mental issues of her own. So, not to say it's in the family, but, I care for them, especially because not only can I relate, but despite everything that, like I said, they go through, they've watched me go through my problems and really push me through to stay on top and just keep at it. My doctor immediately told me that I was, like, her main worry. Like, she would, like, literally go home and, like, think about me. It was that bad. But, yeah, basically, she told me to try to speak to a counselor, a therapist, a psychiatrist, anybody who would just sit down and like let me alleviate some of the stress and tension that I had on my shoulders. And for a while it was good. Of course you get like the first 2 or 3 visits like on a consultation or something like that. So you're really getting to know the person and decide if like that's the right person for you to get through the whole situation. And I really found somebody who was good for me. But unfortunately, like I said, my insurance just didn't allow me to continue. And the only one that I really liked was like all the way out in Silver Spring, which is like almost an hour and some change away from my house with no car. I use music in place of therapy to pretty much just get out all the emotion and thought that I couldn't get out to anybody else. So like when I was going to therapy, my main reason for thinking that I was going to see some progress is finally opening up to somebody when I felt like I had nobody. So I literally go into every song that I make trying to reach to every person who I think could relate to my current situation, So being able to turn that pain into gold, I feel like just completely resolves the whole situation for me, at least in some sense, because I know it's somebody out there who's, feeling the same type of way, knowing that they're not alone now, so that they have somebody to look to at the end of the day. I have songs where I talk about mental health issues such as, depression, anxiety, just different personal issues that we all go through that really capture the voice of depression in hip hop. And I really feel like that's what makes me stand out from the rest of the artists that are out here now. Even if you talk about, everyday situations in life, I feel like depression and specifically mental health is something that's so sensitive that a lot of people just tend to gloss over it. But it's definitely helped me identify who I am as an artist and as an individual, because I feel that as I'm progressing as an individual, it's helping me learn who I want to target as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really what I've been through and it's really what I know. As far as production goes, like Mark Henry right now is helping me bring everything to life. Shout out Mark Henry. Yeah. So I have this one song called What Now, and it specifically talks about everything related to mental health and awareness. It really captures like the thoughts that go through people's head when they feel like they're at the last straw. I wrote it when I was at a point in my life where I just felt frustrated and blocked and just put down by literally everything that I would come across. Like I didn't want to get up to go to work. I didn't want to see the person in the next room, even though they could have been like my best friend, mom, family, whatever. It just really like was a point where I needed to find other people who felt just like me. Otherwise, I knew there wasn't no point of being here. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to pretty much capture what it feels like to be alone or at that last straw. That song is really going to grasp everybody who feels the same way, It's not too many people who are really addressing the problem. Like suicide is a real big issue, especially in like the black community, It doesn't get addressed like almost at all. It's just getting to be a topic that you could bring up and not get looked at completely for, Like, it's crazy how that is, but I want to be one of those artists who you can truly tell talks about not only what he goes through, but what he knows, like what he feels. And specifically, I feel like it's going to help everybody who's, feeling like they're alone, because that's the main feeling like I want to capture is alone. The advice I can give to anybody struggling with mental illness is to definitely find an outlet, because you don't want to let it eat you. I think it was something I said the last time we met. I was like, don't let it consume you, let it consume something else. Because like I said, if I didn't have music, I honestly wouldn't know how I would cope, and I honestly don't think that I would, because like I said, my mom deals with it, my sister deals with it, and then think about it, you're locked into that all day, 24 hours a day when you're not at work or you're not skating or doing music. So, yeah, let it consume something else before it consumes you.
On all walls, can I come out as an all-star? When I got doubt, that'll go far. Probably fade away, so insecure. Pride intends to seeping through the floor. Trying to find a way to end this war. Picture perfect days to look towards. Stuck inside the bed throughout the day. Look outside and all I see is gray. Wanna press this razor to my veins, but I'm forced to lie and say that I'm okay. I done lost control and drove into a pit. Hellish call, I can't get out of it. Demons got me down, I'm about to flip. See, I'm holding on, but think I'm losing grip. Hear the calls at night, they call my name. Wanna call me out and all my shame. Tuesday pop a pill to heal the pain, while the other ones just grab a gun and bang. Gone off a pill, what now? I don't wanna feel what now? Ain't nobody real, what now? Ain't nobody real, what now? Gone off a pill, what now? I don't wanna feel what now? Ain't nobody real, what now? Ain't nobody real, what now? Feel it really never had a chance. Give me now, I wanna see the end. Father God, I do not see your plan. Father God, I do not see your plan. What now, what now?